Hello inbound marketers, Nick Sal here with a quick update from the team. I wanted to show you today a great blog post that I just read by Dan Aldridge and the folks at IAP. They're an ERP software solutions integrator, and they help install ERP software for many large global corporations. So if you have any idea of what type of software that is, it's very complex, it's extremely big projects, and there's a high rate of failure, so the amount of expertise on the team of integrators or people who are implementing that software is very important. So these folks came on with HubSpot recently. They're a great team of guys, very driven to help serve and market to their customers. And I just really like this blog article, guys, and I had to share it out with the rest of the team. So here it is from the IAP blog. You can check it out at blog.iap.com. And the article title is How Brenda Euland's Book Changed My Life by the CEO of their company, Dan Aldridge. And is this a book, is this a blog post all about ERP software or even trends in ERP software? No. But it's actually one of the most popular blog articles on their blog so far. And it's all about a great book on writing by Brenda Euland, which was, as Dan says here, was written back in the 1930s by a writing teacher in Minnesota. But he draws all these connections about how it's really changed his business. He talked about how he researched the book, how it relates to a current hot topic book right now by Guy Kawasaki called Enchantment. So a blog article that Dan wrote, which is really about a great book on writing and how it relates to writing and expressing oneself, really has ended up being an extremely popular blog post for him. Why do I think it's that way? It's because you can just clearly see how passionate and fired up Dan is about this post. He's got a great image here. He's got links to the book itself and the author. He mentions specific chapter titles that he thought were very inspiring. He links to places where you can get a quote in the book. He talks about some of the best quotes that he thought were the most relevant. He mentions some of the most powerful lessons from the book. You notice these things are marked in bold. Speak from the heart, short and sweet, be honest. And this is a very honest blog post. This is great. He says, "How is this all good? This is all good advice, but life-changing. At first, I was skeptical. Then a few strange things began to start happening. I started taking longer breaks and shooting hoops out in my driveway. Within a day or so, ideas for my business started flowing. Inspiration came slowly and quietly, as Brenda said it would. Incidentally, all this basketball was good exercise, and I unexpectedly started dropping weight." This is a blog post, folks, a business blog post. "Lately, I find myself out on the deck drawing with my boys, see my 9-year-old son's drawing above." So that's what this picture is, a picture of Dan's 9-year-old son's drawings. I mean, how intimate and personal is that? And how many folks out there have children of their own that can't relate? He says, "Lately, I find myself on the deck drawing with my boys, my 9-year-old son, and dancing in my basement, savoring my food, etc. Essentially enjoying life more in the moment. I feel like Brenda lit a fire in me, a fire that is lighting up my family and business life too." Now, that's inspirational stuff. And for me, it makes me want to get to know Dan a little bit more. It's clearly speaking from his heart. He's not writing for SEO. He's not simply writing because he has to write. He's writing because he can't help himself but share about how much his life has been impacted by this book. And he just so happens to be a businessman who's also very passionate about his business. So when you show that, when you can be human, show your passion for ideas, and be able to articulate how they have helped your business life and could help others, I mean, that's just going to shine through. And it's no wonder that this article, which has almost nothing to do directly with ERP software, has everything to do with how popular this blog post is and how popular this topic is, because it's an important, all of us want to become more expressive, a better communicator, a better writer, and he's explaining how this book helped impact him. So he does a little bit of a review of the book. He helps link back to his company blog, a personal Twitter feed that he has. It's just, I mean, he's putting himself, in my mind, as a position of an advisor about a general topic in life that resonates with a lot of people. And if I can listen to Dan and take his advice on a simple topic as this, how to structure my life better, to be more imaginative, to have better communication skills, to be a better person at expressing myself, I'm pretty sure I can trust Dan's advice about the things that he really has as his career, which is his business and helping implement this type of software. Software still involves people, it involves getting to know people and resonating with people, and Dan clearly shows he's able to be vulnerable just in this blog post, and it makes me feel a lot less friction about having a conversation with Dan because I feel like I already sort of know him a little bit better by the end of this blog post. Is this a standard 200 to 500 word blog post? No, it's not. But there's no reason why you would want to cut out any of this because it's all thoughtful, helpful writing around a single idea. And I challenge all of us, myself included, to write blog posts that are more about really wanting to effectively communicate an idea that we're passionate about, any idea, and share it with the community in such a way that it helps ignite that flame of passion in them too. And it doesn't have to necessarily be about our business, but about things that fire up you, your employees, and your business in general. So great job, Dan and the iApp team. It sounds like this book fired you guys up to make a huge spreadsheet of all the different blog posts that you want to write. I think that's a great place to start, brainstorming and writing up a huge spreadsheet of blog ideas when you're fired up about it, getting in the zone. And I just think we're going to see great things coming from the iApp team and out of this iApp blog. So I encourage all of you, whether you're interested in ERP software or not, to subscribe to Dan's blog and be supportive of Dan and his team because they're trying to do the right thing in terms of business blogging and sharing a little bit about what fires them up and what makes them passionate about. So great job, guys.